Hello students of class 7th. Today's presentation is the science revision of the first chapter, part 1, Nutrition in Plants. Let's start with the introduction. Very frequently we talk about living and non-living organisms, right? So how do we basically differentiate between living and non-living organisms? You must be seeing some pictures on the screen. On the left hand side, you can see non-living things, the fan and the chair. Whereas on the right hand side, you can see living things, that is a plant and a boy. So what basic difference lies between the two? So you can say that inside living bodies, the basic processes are going on. What do I mean by basic processes? Take an example of a dog. Dog needs food. If you stop giving food to the dog, it will start starving. Gradually, it will become weak and ultimately it will die. But if you think of the chair, it doesn't need food or water to survive because there are no processes going on in its body. But there are so many processes going on inside the dog's body, like respiration, digestion, circulation of blood. So all these processes that are taking place inside the body of living organisms are known as life processes. Some of you may say that the things that move are living organisms. No, plants cannot move from one place to another, but they are living organisms. So the energy required for the life processes comes from food, and food is essential for all living organisms. Okay, next is nutrition. To do any kind of work, we need energy, right? When you do any work like you exercise or you run, you tend to get tired because you are spending energy. So when you spend energy, your body needs more energy, and this energy comes from the food we eat. Now, this energy is required not only for physical activities but also for mental activities. Food contains important substances which help our body to grow and develop. These important substances are known as nutrients. Even in case of plants, they need nutrition. Now, how do they need nutrition, or in what form do they need nutrition? Plants can't live without sunlight and water. All of you know that. So they need food in terms of nutrients. And from where do they get nutrients? They don't only get nutrients from water and sunlight, but also from the soil. They absorb minerals from the soil. So this process of obtaining food and utilizing it for growth, repair and metabolism is known as nutrition. If you look at the plant which is getting proper sunlight, sufficient water and good soil, you will notice that the plant is growing. On the other hand, if you look at a plant which is not getting all these things properly, you will notice that after a few days it dies because the plant didn't got sufficient nutrition. For human beings, nutrients may come in the form of milk, fish, meat, etc. Some of them are rich in protein, some in carbohydrates. So all these carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, fats, etc. are examples of nutrients. What are nutrients? Substances that provide nourishment needed for growth and maintenance of life. And what is nutrition? Nutrition is the mode of taking food by an organism and utilizing it for growth, repair and metabolism. Now a question arises, why do plants need nutrition? Plants need nutrition for growth because even plants need to grow. Different organisms need different quantities of different types of nutrients depending upon the life processes that are going on in that organism. Second important thing is tissue repair. Now, plants need nutrition for tissue repair. That is, if any damage happens to any part of the plant, then plant should have enough energy to self-repair that plant. Next important thing is reproduction. Now, plants need food even for reproduction. What is reproduction? To produce more plants. We are going to study reproduction of plants in details in further chapter. Next important thing is metabolism. That is the various life processes that are needed for the survival of the life. For that also nutrition is required. So for all these they need energy, and from where will they get energy? Energy is obtained from nutrition. Another important thing is resistance against diseases. The energy coming from the food helps the plant to get resist against the diseases. I hope it is clear to you whatever I have taught you. Thank you very much, and we will continue this in our next presentation.